Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, today we're diving into a topic that's both deeply personal and universally relevant: how to rebuild trust after emotional betrayal. Whether you've been betrayed by a partner, a friend, or even a family member, the pain can feel overwhelming. But here's the good news. Healing is possible, and trust can be rebuilt, even if it feels impossible right now. Let's start by acknowledging the reality of emotional betrayal. It's not just about broken promises or lies. It's about the shattering of a bond that once felt safe. When someone you care about betrays your trust, it can shake your sense of security, self-worth, and even your worldview. You might find yourself questioning everything: your judgment, your value, and your ability to trust again. That's normal. You're not alone in feeling this way. So how do you begin to pick up the pieces? The first step is to allow yourself to feel. Don't rush to get over it or pretend everything is fine. Suppressing your emotions only delays healing. Give yourself permission to grieve, to be angry, sad, or confused. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or seeking professional help can be incredibly helpful during this stage. Sometimes just naming your feelings out loud can be a powerful first step toward healing. Next, it's important to understand the nature of the betrayal. Was it a one-time mistake or a pattern of behavior? Was it intentional or the result of poor judgment? Understanding the context doesn't excuse the betrayal, but it can help you decide how to move forward. Sometimes the person who hurt you is genuinely remorseful and willing to make amends. Other times, they may not fully grasp the impact of their actions. Take time to reflect on what happened and what it means for you. If you're considering rebuilding trust, open and honest communication is essential. This means having difficult conversations, laying out your feelings, your boundaries, and your expectations moving forward. It's okay to ask questions and seek clarity. The person who betrayed you should be willing to listen without getting defensive and to answer your questions honestly. Transparency is key. If you're the one who was hurt, don't be afraid to express your needs, even if they feel vulnerable or uncomfortable. Rebuilding trust is not a quick fix. It's a process that takes time, patience, and consistent effort from both parties. The person who broke your trust must be willing to take responsibility for their actions, show genuine remorse, and make concrete changes. Apologies are important, but actions speak louder than words. Look for consistent behavior over time. Are they following through on their promises? Are they making an effort to rebuild the relationship? Trust is rebuilt in the small, everyday moments, not just the big gestures. It's also important to set boundaries. After betrayal, you may need to redefine what's acceptable and what's not. Boundaries aren't about punishment. They're about protecting your well-being and creating a safe space for healing. Be clear about what you need, and don't be afraid to enforce those boundaries if necessary. For example, you might need more transparency, more time together, or even some space to process your feelings. Communicate these needs openly and revisit them as you heal. Forgiveness is another crucial part of the process, but it's often misunderstood. Forgiving someone doesn't mean forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It means letting go of the hold that anger and resentment have over you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not the other person. It allows you to move forward, whether you choose to continue the relationship or not. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, and it's okay if it takes time. Self-care is vital during this time. Betrayal can take a toll on your mental, emotional, and even physical health. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Eat well, get enough sleep, exercise, and do things that bring you joy. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you and remind you of your worth. Sometimes self-care means saying no to things that drain you or setting limits with people who don't respect your boundaries. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the relationship may not survive, and that's okay. Not every relationship is meant to last, especially if trust can't be rebuilt. It's important to recognize when it's time to let go and focus on your own healing. Ending a relationship doesn't mean you failed. It means you're choosing to prioritize your well-being. Give yourself permission to move on if that's what you need. If you do decide to move forward together, celebrate the small victories. Rebuilding trust is a journey, and every step counts. Maybe it's a difficult conversation that goes well, or a moment when you feel safe being vulnerable again. Acknowledge these moments and give yourself credit for your courage and resilience. Healing isn't linear. There will be ups and downs, but every step forward matters. Let's talk about the role of the person who betrayed the trust. If you're on the other side of this equation, know that rebuilding trust requires humility, patience, and a willingness to change. It's not enough to say, "I'm sorry." You need to show, through your actions, that you're committed to making things right. Be patient with your loved one's healing process, and don't pressure them to move on before they were ready. Trust is rebuilt one day, one action at a time. It's also important to be honest with yourself about why the betrayal happened. Was it a moment of weakness, a deeper issue, or something else? Take responsibility for your actions and do the inner work necessary to prevent it from happening again. This might mean seeking therapy, addressing underlying issues, or making lifestyle changes. Be open to feedback and willing to grow. For both parties, communication is the foundation of rebuilding trust. Check in with each other regularly. Share your feelings, your fears, and your hopes for the future. Be willing to listen, even when it's hard. Remember, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. The more you practice open communication, the stronger your relationship can become. Let's not forget the importance of time. Healing doesn't happen overnight. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to the process. Be patient with yourself and with each other. Trust is like a plant. It needs time, care, and attention to grow. Don't rush the process or expect instant results. If you're struggling to rebuild trust on your own, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide guidance, support, and tools to help you navigate this challenging journey. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. Sometimes having a neutral third party can make all the difference in moving forward. As you move forward, remember that you are not defined by the betrayal. You are resilient, worthy of love, and capable of healing. Whether you choose to rebuild the relationship or move on, know that you have the power to create a future filled with trust, connection, and joy. Your story doesn't end with betrayal. It's just one chapter in your journey. Let's recap the key steps to rebuilding trust after emotional betrayal. Allow yourself to feel, understand the nature of the betrayal, communicate openly, set boundaries, practice forgiveness, prioritize self-care, and seek help if needed. Remember, rebuilding trust is a journey, not a destination. Be gentle with yourself along the way. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that healing is possible. You are stronger than you think, and you deserve relationships built on trust and respect. Take things one day at a time, and don't lose hope. Every day is a new opportunity to heal, to grow, and to move forward. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.